It's 5 questions on the greatest fat camp 90s kids movie of all time, Heavyweights, with my pal Shaun Delacruz. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out this pop culture trivia show. If you love trivia, you like playing along on your commute, I would love for you to leave me a review. Looking for those 5-star reviews, 4-star reviews, whatever you want to throw on there. Just a few words on what you dig about the show over on iTunes. That helps more people find the show, and I'd be very grateful for you. This show's been coming out every day for the past 280 days, which is really cool. And then for about a year and a half on a weekly and bi-weekly basis before that. And a big reason for me to go daily is the support I get from patrons. And right now it's Thursday, which means I have a winner for the Shazam ticket giveaway for my patrons of the podcast. I put all 32 patrons' names in a randomizer, a big wheel that spins like a website app thing. And I clicked it 6 times, one for each of the letters in Shazam. So it revealed a winner. And that winner of 2 free tickets from Warner Brothers and Fandango to see Shazam anytime before May 3rd is Mona. Mona, congratulations. You have won 2 tickets to see Shazam. Mona Bray, who is one of our patrons for the last 3 months or so. Thank you so much for your patronage, your donations. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a ton of fun seeing Shazam. I will email you some details on how you can redeem these tickets. I can email you the code for Fandango, or I can mail it to you in the snail mail, whatever you prefer. But thanks again for your support, and thank you everybody for your support over on patreon.com/trivia with buds. We're going to be doing a lot more contests just like this one, probably once a week. I'll try and give away something cool, so be on the lookout for something fun in your feed over on Patreon. I have this new contact with somebody who does marketing for Warner Brothers, and she mentioned that she could probably get me some more stuff just like this to give away. So hopefully some more movie tickets, some more movie swag to promote upcoming movies with Warner Brothers. That would be really, really cool. Today's episode is about a movie. It's all about Heavyweights, a movie I rented several times as a kid growing up in the 90s. This is a fun one with Ben Stiller, and it's one of Judd Apatow's first written films, I believe. Here are some fun facts I found about the movie. Here's the first thing. As part of his first date with his eventual wife, Judd Apatow tried to impress Leslie Mann by showing her this film. That would be interesting, right? You're like, hey, I wrote a kids movie. Want to check it out? I kind of did something like that with my wife. I didn't write it, of course, but I made her watch Eddie Murphy Delirious in my college dorm room with my roommate, Andy Allen. I remember I said, hey, why don't you come over and we'll hang out and watch this movie? And I kind of was like, if she's going to laugh at this, then she's A-okay. And she laughed quite a bit, even if she pretended to. Here are the next few facts. Heavyweights was filmed over the course of 2 months in North Carolina at Camp Pinnacle. Filming started on March 28th, 1994, and finished May 25th, 1994. So only about 3 months. That's crazy to film this whole movie. And it's a classic. If you grew up in the 90s, I feel like a lot of kids have seen this movie. And here's your last fact. The song played at the beginning of the movie when the school gets out is Closer to Free by the Bo Deans from the 1993 album Go Slow Down. Remember that song, Closer to Free? They use that in a lot of mid-90s movies. But it works well here, the beginning of Heavyweights. All right, let's jump into this quick 5-question quiz over the phone with Shaun Delacruz, who messaged me on Instagram and said, hey, I would love to be on the show. If you want to be on the show, you can do the same thing Shaun did. Just shoot me a message. I'll find a way to work you in. This show is for you. Okay, so here we go. Sitting here on a phone call with my friend Shaun Delacruz. What's up, Shaun?
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy? You are a friend of mine who listens to the show, and you sent me a message on Instagram, and you said, hey, I want to be on this thing. I want to answer some questions. And I said, let's do it. What should we do a topic on? And you said, how about Heavyweights, the movie from the 90s? What made you think of that movie?
Oh, man, it's one of my favorites. I watch it at least once every 2 weeks, I want to say.
No, still to this day, huh? You're a big fan.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was there was a lot of crossover from people who liked Mighty Ducks and Heavyweights because there was a lot of similar cast members, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Do you have a favorite scene in the movie?
Uh,
My friends and I always quoted the character.
When they first get to camp.
Yeah, right when they get there, huh? I liked when Salami, what was it, Salami Sal or Salami Sam?
Salami Sam, yeah.
I just like that name. I think we went to school with someone named Sam, and we just started calling him Salami Sam right around this time, which I'm sure scarred him for life. But hey, it was a fun character in the movie. How long have you been listening to this trivia podcast for?
I want to say probably about a year, man.
Oh, nice. And how'd you stumble across it?
Actually, through your buddies on what is it, Wreck My Podcast?
Oh yeah, you're a native listener over with Jordan and Cam on Wreck My Podcast.
Right.
That's awesome.
I found them through like some nostalgia thing, so I was like, they were talking about your podcast, so I was like, damn, I got to check it out.
Oh, that's awesome. I love when that actually works out. That's kind of ideally what you want to do when you do crossover episodes and you guest on other podcasts and things. So I'm glad that actually came to fruition. Very, very cool. What are some of your favorite topics we've done on the show lately? Have anything jumped out at you as like, ooh, I really liked when you did something?
Oh, I liked when you guys did Disney Afternoon.
Yeah. If you like heavyweights, you're probably right in that Disney Afternoon wheelhouse, right?
Right.
That's
and
perfect.
Also, the classic Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah. So you're a big fan of nostalgia, it sounds like, if you like Wreck My Podcast and some of these throwback things. How old are you? Are you about 25, 30?
No, man. I'll be 32 in July. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm about a year and a half older than you, it sounds like. And right in the same kind of thing. Do you have a favorite Nicktoon? I was a big fan of Rocko's Modern Life myself, which they're bringing back pretty soon.
I love Rocco, but probably my favorite has to be Hey Arnold.
Oh, that's a good one too. Have you listened to the episode that I did with the creator of Hey Arnold, Craig Bartlett, by any chance?
Did you do one with Craig Bartlett? No,
yeah.
man, I haven't even...
Probably about a year and a half ago. So go check that one out. If you just search Trivia with Buds, Craig Bartlett, or Hey Arnold, it'll come up on Google and you can find the episode number and stuff. But yeah, it's a fun little half-hour chat with him talking about bringing Hey Arnold back after like 15 years for the Jungle movie they just did. So pretty cool stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I happened to work in the same building he did, so it's pretty sweet. All right.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Do you get to play any live trivia nights down in Florida?
I've never played live trivia.
Oh, you should go check it out. You could probably win some good gift card action down there.
I wouldn't even know where to find. I don't know if they have live trivia. I mean, I don't know if there's like a big scene down here.
What part of Florida do you live in?
I'm in Miami.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's trivia.
There is.
Yeah, give it like a Give it like a Facebook search rather than a Google search. Do like Facebook. Right. And then do like 90s trivia. And I bet you'll find like something dedicated to just that nostalgic type stuff that you're into. And in the meantime, you can keep checking out episodes of this show. Thanks so much, man. All right, let's jump into 5 questions on heavyweights. Now, you watch this every 2 weeks, so I think you're going to probably get all these correct. But do you want to wager? How many do you think you can get out of 5? You think you can get all 5?
Hoping for 5, aiming for 3.
Love it. Let's do it right now. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the camp that the kids go to in the movie? What's the name of the main camp in heavyweights?
Camp Hope.
Camp Hope. Did you ever go to summer camp as a kid?
No, never.
No, I went.
I went to my grandma's house.
There you go. Did she have activities for you?
She had a pool. She has a pool in the backyard, so that kind of helped out.
That's perfect. I went to a Christian-based summer camp as a adult, pretty much. I graduated high school, and so it was the summer after graduation. And yeah, I guess I was 18 at that time. And I had some friends who were like, hey, we've been going to this place since we were kids. It's our last summer. We're going to make a real fun time out of it. Do you want to go? And I said, sure. So I went, and it was literally one of the funnest things I ever did. I got to go on jet skis and horseback riding and giant slip and slide. And there was a little Jesus mixed in there, but it was a lot of fun activities. And I think it was like $170 for like the whole week to stay there and eat and everything. So it was cool.
That's cheap.
It was pretty fun to do some fun stuff.
So that was like your farewell to childhood.
It was my farewell to childhood and my welcome to Jesus. That's right. Here's number 2. Why did the Bushkins sell the camp to Tony? Why did the Bushkins sell the camp to Tony?
They had to file for bankruptcy.
Yes, that's what I wrote down in all caps, bankruptcy, and that's exactly what you said. And the Bushkins...
He let somebody sign his checks or something.
That's right. And are the Bushkins played by his parents in real life?
Yeah, by Ben Stiller's parents.
Yeah, there you go. That's a fun little cameo pairing. Number 3, what famous director plays a thin character in the movie named Tim?
Hmm.
What famous director plays Tim? He's a very thin character.
Yeah, I know Tim. He's the counselor, or one of the counselors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He was a famous. I know that Judd Apatow makes a cameo in the movie, but I don't know if he's credited or not.
Yeah, it's not Judd Apatow, but it's actually Paul Feig, who directed a lot of Melissa McCarthy movies and Ghostbusters and Freaks and Geeks and things like that. So he works frequently with Judd Apatow, and he actually acts in this movie as the character Tim. So that's Paul Feig. Yeah. So you got 2 out of 3 so far. So you're doing pretty good based on your 3 out of 5 possibility. And here comes question number 4. At one point in the film, Tony, played by Ben Stiller, grabs a weapon and aims it at the kids and Jerry's dad, but Disney cut this scene. What type of weapon do you think he aims at them?
I think it was like an arrow or like what was it? A bow and arrow?
It is a
crossbow?
Yeah, exactly, a bow and arrow. So at one point at the end of this movie, he was going to try and murder some kids with a bow and arrow, and Disney's like, why don't we just cut that little part so we're not trying to kill a bunch of kids at camp. But bow and arrow was correct. Nice job. 4 out of 5. And here's number 5, or you got 3 out of 5 so far. Number 5, what is the 3-letter name of the other camp across the lake that competes with the main camp in the Summer Apache Rally?
That's Camp MVP.
Camp MVP is correct, and you nailed it. 4 out of 5. You only missed that one about Paul Feig. Nice job, Shaun. Are you going to go watch this movie again and study Paul Feig's acting in this?
Now I have to watch it tonight.
There you go. 2 weeks. 2 weeks has come very quickly, and you're watching that movie again. That is awesome, yeah, man. What are some other 90s movies you think if people liked heavyweights, they should definitely go check out?
Camp Nowhere.
Oh, that's great too. Yeah, I love that. Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. Mighty Ducks.
Of course. Mighty Ducks, Knuckle Puck.
For sure. Sandlot,
Sandlot, yeah.
That whole
very
summer
cool.
kids theme.
Yeah, I'm with you. And another episode you should check out if you're looking for some nostalgia. I actually had Victor DiMattia, who plays Timmy Timmons in The Sandlot. So he has the brother who repeats everything he says, Timmy and Tommy Timmons. So he was on the show as well on an episode called Punk Rock Music and Video Game Trivia. And it was Victor DiMattia from Sandlot, and it was Brian Bonsall from the movie Blank Check. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so those two are brothers in real life and are actors, and were kind enough to be on the show. So go back and check that one out as well. Shaun, anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Not really, man. I mean, I have a 90s Nick nostalgia Instagram page, but
yeah, what's
cool.
that handle? Where can people find that if they want more of that?
It's at 90s.nick.
90s.nick. And if you listen in the Miami, Florida area and you're looking for a new member that knows nostalgia for your trivia team, hit up my friend Shaun. He'd be happy to jump in. Right, Shaun?
For sure, man.
Very good. Thanks for being on the show, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Cool. Thanks, man.
All right. Bye-bye. There it was, a sweet little episode about heavyweights with Shaun Delacruz. Thanks for checking this one out. And again, if you want to be on the show, just shoot me an email, ryanbuds@gmail.com, or DM me on any social media. I'll try and work you in the near future. Special thanks to all my patrons that help support this show every single day. I'm grateful for y'all. Special thanks to Carrie Moore, Manny Majarian, Alexis Eck, Earl Clark, Alex DeSmet, Sarah McKevitz, Simon Time, Jess Whitener, Jen Wojnar, Kyle Bonin, Douglas French, Erica Cooper, Fiona Neville, Scott Buds, Brenda Martinez, Russ Friedewald, Luke McKay, Wreck My Podcast, Dan Papalo, Greg Hines, Mo Martinez, Lauren Ward, Sarah Kay, Jim Fields, Mona Bray, Sweet Abby Cakes, Denise Leonard, Anna Evans, Megan Acuna, Greg Bristow, Katie Smith, Brian Salyer, and Casey Becker. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend about this show, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.